Today we're going to be cold calling from scratch in the life insurance industry until we get our first qualified and paid out deal. So I'm going to handle everything from intro objections to giving you guys pointers on how to close your first deal and letting you guys listen to me close live clients. I'm going to show you guys my exact word tracks, show you guys the exact leads I dial, and then I'm going to dial until I sell a policy. Everything, like start to finish, everything. So the big thing and the thing that's so crazy about cold calling is it's one of the most predictable ways to create income on demand. You can use this exact process and there's really no crazy investment on any software tools, nothing like that. So let's get right into it.
You got to go hunting for these sales too. You can't just go into this with a mindset, oh, I'm just going to show up and start dialing. Like if you start zombie dialing where you're just sitting there, really don't care about what the result is, like you're not going to close. You have to go in with super high intent. Like go into it knowing you're hunting for a sale. Like you're not just going to show up and dial. You have to hunt for the sale. That's the only way you're going to close. It's the only way. Like we'll definitely close something in the next hour. And I know that just because my mindset right now. Like I know I'm gonna close it in the next hour. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna close a deal. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Didn't want to say shit. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? No one wants to talk this morning, guys. I don't get it. It's like they knew I was gonna film a YouTube video or something where I'm supposed to close. Hello? Hey, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Maine. How are you doing today, sir?
Final coverage for what?
Yeah, it was just the life insurance. It looks like you called in a while back to set up a plan for the final expenses. Were you disconnected or were you having trouble with the price?
I don't want none.
Hung up. Just one more no closer, people. That's all it is. Don't even let that shit spike your cortisol. Like, don't even let these dumb old people don't let them have power over you. Like, there's no point. It's like, my sale's out there. Just gotta go get it. Hello?
Yes.
Hey, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Maine. How are you doing today, sir? Hung up. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Cole. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Maryland. How are you doing today, ma'am?
Uh-huh. I'm all right. I'm walking down the
Yep.
sidewalk with you
Just
back.
looks like you called in to set up a plan for your final expenses. Were you maybe
Listen. If you listen, call me back in not even 10 minutes. I'm trying to get down my sidewalk with these groceries, okay?
Gotcha. So call you back in 10 minutes? And she hung up. I'm not calling her back. Actually, fuck it. We'll call her back. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Maryland. Just looks like you called in a while back to set up a plan and you never got anything in place. Were you maybe disconnected or were you having trouble with the price?
I didn't want it.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you already have something put into place?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's just why they had me giving you a call, sir. I'm with the compliance team. It's my job just to make sure you were set up through the correct program. Did you get the policy mailed out to the house yet, sir?
No.
Okay, let me see here. I'm just pulling things up. And I believe you'd set up, it was the 10,000 in coverage, correct? Or was it the 20,000?
I don't know. I don't forgot now, man.
Okay, do you remember how much coverage you did set up, sir?
No.
Okay, let me see here. And do you remember how much they had you paying for the coverage?
No.
Okay. Well, that's definitely going to be an issue here. Do you remember what company you were set up through?
No.
Okay, did you even get anything in place?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you already had something. Okay, do you know whether you were going to be buried or cremated, sir?
Cremated.
Cremated? Okay. Do you know about how much that costs nowadays within the state of Maryland?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's anywhere from about $3,000 to $7,000. You know, it really depends where where you want to go for that. Now, I'm assuming your main concern was just like most people, you want to make sure that the funeral didn't fall a burden on your loved ones, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you also trying to look and leave something extra behind as well if it was possible, or just take care of the cremation when you pass away?
I don't have nobody lean on to, man.
Okay, I mean, were you trying to, God forbid, if you were to pass away then, sir, who would be the one responsible for paying for the cremation?
Insurance company.
Okay, but you don't already have a policy, so how would the insurance company pay for it, sir? Do you have any siblings or any, family?
No.
Okay, you don't have any friends or loved ones?
No.
Okay, so then, you still would have to come out of pocket for it when when something does happen to you. So you don't have any kids, nothing whatsoever.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you already have something set up to pay for this when you do pass away, sir?
Yes, I have insurance company, yes.
Okay, I thought you said you didn't have a policy.
Oh, no, I got a policy.
Okay, how much coverage did you have with the policy?
I have a policy, thank you.
Okay, I'm not going to help someone like that. There's literally no why or reason for him to get a policy. Like, there's literally zero reason. He has zero family, zero friends. It's going to be really hard to even build a why as to why he wants the damn thing or the policy. So, just kind of out of luck there. But, as you guys saw, it literally took like 4 or 5 calls to get someone to actually sit there and talk. Just one no closer. That's all it is, just one no closer. Hello? Voicemail. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Cole, ma'am. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Maine. How are you doing today, ma'am?
Well, I'd be doing better
Well, ma'am, that's why they had me giving you a call. Just one note closer. If you're in the life insurance industry, you understand free leads and paid leads are definitely going to be much different dialing experience. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Pennsylvania. How are you doing today, sir?
You know what? Dude, please stop, okay? Like, you know, I get 50 fucking calls a day for this.
Yep.
And if I wanted it, I would say, okay, let's talk. I don't know
Right.
where you got my number from, but I don't want to do it again, so don't call me.
Okay, it just looks like you called in a while back to set up a plan. That's why they had us reaching out. All right, so don't call them. Put them on do not call list. Whatever. Just want to know closer. You got to be able to handle rejection really well if you're in at least the specific industry I'm in, which is life insurance, because you're going to hear a ton of people saying, no, I don't want this shit. And you have to be super good at being able to handle rejection. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Cole, ma'am. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Virginia. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I already got that.
Yeah, that's just why they had me giving you a call, ma'am. I'm just with the compliance team. It's my job to make sure you were set up through the correct program. Not interested. Hello?
After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or
We're hunting, boys. The one big misconception a lot of people make about the insurance industry is that it's easy, and it's not. Like, this isn't some get rich quick thing, for sure. It's a get rich for sure if you do the right things over time. But people think you just get in and start making a shit ton of money, which you can. But you have to be willing to invest, and you have to be willing to work your fucking dick off. That's why we have everyone on these free leads. When everyone starts on the team, we get them on free leads because obviously the biggest thing is we got to keep new agents profitable, get them paid. Once they're paid, they can invest some of that money into some paid leads, and then they'll just start making even more money. But the biggest thing in the insurance industry. Hello?
hello?
Hey, this is Cole, ma'am. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Maryland. How are you doing today, ma'am? The biggest thing for new agents is they have to stay profitable. Otherwise, if they're not profitable, I'd say in their first 90 days, they quit. So that's one big thing within my agency we do is we get all the new guys on free leads. just so that way they are profitable. And like you can close these leads, guys. I mean, as you can see, they're like not the best leads in the world, but you're gonna close after a full day of dialing. Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Ohio. How are you doing today, sir?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, just looks like you called in a while back to set up a plan for your final expenses. Were you disconnected or were you having trouble with the price?
Well, I don't know. I don't even remember calling you.
You didn't call me. You just would have called in a while back, maybe a couple months back. You know, this was just about the life insurance. Did you ever end up getting anything in place or not quite yet?
I already have that.
Perfect, sir. That's what I like to hear. Just so you are with... he hung up. We're going to call that one woman back here in 3 minutes. They said to call her back. So we'll see how that goes.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Cole. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in North Carolina. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, it just looks like you called in recently to maybe set up a plan for the final expenses. Were you disconnected or were you maybe having trouble with the price or what happened?
I ain't called. I ain't called.
Oh, no worries. I mean, when most people did call in, they were just looking to make sure, you know, their loved ones don't have to come out of pocket for the funeral. Do you already have anything in place to cover your final expenses or not quite yet?
All my stuff already set up.
That's
So I ain't
perfect,
called
ma'am.
you for nothing.
That's
Bye.
perfect, ma'am. How much coverage did you have in place? How much coverage did you already have in place, ma'am? Cooked. All right, let's call that woman back. 301. She hung up immediately. Of course. These old people love to play games. Didn't answer. Typical old person. If they tell you to call them back, they never pick up. Oh, we gotta turn the shit back on. Fuck, I'm retarded. My bad, people. My bad. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Nothing. Nothing. It's about time for the energy drink. Stay dialed all day. We might just go grab one, people. Hello? Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is Cole. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Ohio. How are you doing today, sir?
The final what?
It was the final expense life insurance. Just looks like you called in recently to set up a plan for the final expenses. Were you disconnected or were you having trouble with the price?
I didn't even call.
Oh, not a problem, not a problem. I mean, when most people did call in, they were looking to make sure that their loved ones just don't have to come out of pocket for their funeral. Do you already have something in place to cover your final expenses or not quite yet?
I'm good. I appreciate you, though.
Okay, did you already have some sort of life insurance, sir? At like 10 no's.
Mary Ellen, please leave a message after the tone.
Voicemail. Let's lock in, people. Hello? Can you hear me? People, I'm about to go get this dang energy drink. See what the boys are up to on Discord.
Trying to reach is not available. At the
Voicemail.
tone, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what do you need?
Yeah, this was Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Indiana. How are you doing today, sir?
Man, get the fuck off here. Leave me alone.
Sir, it just looks like... I love those people. The ones that yell and scream are my favorite. Just can't... Just can't let that shit spike your cortisol or stress you out. You just have to understand it's part of the game. You're going to have people who get upset. You're going to have people that don't want you calling them. It's understandable. Just got to let it go right over your head. Who cares? On to the next. On to the next, baby.
Is not available. At the tone, please.
I'm feeling it. Selling it in the next 10 calls. I'm feeling it. Hello? Hello? Yeah, this was Cole. Yeah, I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Ohio. How are you doing today? On to the next, baby.
Ain't available right now. Call me back.
It's just a numbers game, people. Just gotta keep going. Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Virginia. How are you doing today, sir?
You haven't got. I don't buy off the phone because it's a gimmick. Stop calling me, please.
It's just life insurance, sir. And he hung up. Awesome. Let's fucking go. I love this shit. I'm one no closer to my yes. Let's go. I'll make another video at some point in time dialing some free lead, or not free leads, some paid leads. That way you guys can see the difference between a free lead and a paid lead, because it's a whole different dialing experience. You would definitely close a lot more deals off paid leads, but they're paid. So for the new people, you got to make sure they just make a couple sales and get good off these shitty leads. And after a while, once you get really good, you're closing 5 to 10K a week off the free leads, which we have guys who do 10K days off the free leads, and I'm not making this shit up. Then you can get on to paid leads. Hello? Yeah, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Michigan. How you doing today, sir? Sales is a mindset. You just gotta be able to get through all the BS and you'll be good. Especially telephone sales, where with old people like this, where they really, really hate you calling them stuff. But just a numbers game. The way we get the free leads is these people called in at some point in time, like an inbound call to set up something for their final expense coverage, or they saw an ad about the final expense benefit, and they call in, and all the people that either didn't get set up or were dispositioned incorrectly, they basically come to us for free. So they're pretty high intent. Some of these people called in a couple hours ago. Sometimes they called in a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago. So they're somewhat relatively high intent for being free. Hello?
What do you want?
Yeah, this was Cole. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in South
Oh,
Carolina.
God, hang the
Just
phone up.
just looks like you called in recently. That was a crash out. My favorite. Crash outs are so fun.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah?
Yeah, this is Cole. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Indiana. It just looks like you called in a while back to set up a plan for your final expenses. Were you disconnected or were you just having trouble with the price? Fucking hung up. Let's go. Come on. Let's fucking go. Guys, if you want to make an exceptional amount of money, you have to be willing to do what 99% of people aren't willing to do, which is exactly what I said. Handle a rejection and do the hard shit. Like, a lot of you watching this probably like, damn, this sounds like it sucks. It's like, of course it sucks. It's supposed to suck. This shit isn't supposed to be easy. If you want to make more money than the average person, you got to do what the average person isn't willing to do. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Hello? Oh, you put me on hold? Hit a little back and buys this morning. Yup, feeling good. Feeling yanked. Yeah, one of my new guys that started probably 2 months ago. He's 2 months in, and this will be his first month depositing over 10K in a month. He literally, before this, was a drug dealer. He literally never knew anything about sales. First got into this. We trained him up to be a killer, and now he's going to make 10K a month or more the rest of his life just because he learned one skill, sales. And my other guy that we just recently brought in as well, he's probably 2 months in as well, and yesterday he submitted 4 policies for about $6,000 yesterday off the free leads. And a lot of people shit on free leads, but they fucking work and they keep new guys profitable. Like, I know a lot of guys who pay for leads and they pay 10 to 15K in a month. They submit 40 grand in business, including chargebacks and issue rate. They probably get paid 20, spent 15K, they made 5 grand for the month. That's stupid. So the free leads, they keep people super profitable, which obviously, as anyone who's in insurance knows, is super important. Profitability is everything in business. Otherwise you don't have, otherwise you're going to go out of business. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, this is Cole, ma'am. I was just getting back about the final expense coverage in Illinois. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I am fine.
Yeah, it just looks like you called in recently to set up a plan for the final expenses. Were you disconnected or
No, I did not. I didn't do that.
Oh, let me see here. Maybe one of the loved ones had called in, but when most people do call in, they're just looking to make sure their loved ones don't have to pay for their funeral. Do you already have something in place to cover your final expenses or not quite yet? Can you hear me, ma'am? She banged. She banged.
You can please leave me a message and I will return your call. Thank you, and may God.
Voicemail. We're hunting, boys. It's only been, what, 30 minutes? Ain't nothing. I'll sit here all damn day to make a band. That's what it takes. You want to make $1,000 off a phone call, you got to be willing to talk to lots of people to find that person who actually wants the coverage. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Nothing. If you want to make $1,000 an hour, people, you got to be willing to work for $1 for 1,000 hours. A lot of you don't get that. You got to put in the time to get good at this shit before you just instantly start raking in deals. So, a lot of people just owe time to the game, and over 90 days you'll create a skill where that lasts a lifetime. I'm just chopping it up about random shit right now, just waiting for my fucking deal. We're hunting. It's out there. It's calling my name. The deal is out there. I feel it. It's calling my name. It's saying, Kirby, sell me. I hear it, boys. Come on now, someone pick up. Let's go. Hello? Yeah, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Illinois. How are you doing today, sir? Man, they love hanging up this morning. They all hanging up on me. Shit, I'd hang up on an insurance agent too. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hey, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back about the final expense coverage in Illinois. Just looks like you called in a while back to set up a plan for the final expenses. Were you disconnected or having trouble with the price? We're about to go get an energy drink. My energy is depleting. And it's only 10:30 in the morning. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Cole, ma'am. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Illinois. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm in a meeting right now, sir. Can you call back later?
Yeah, you're at a meeting right now?
Yes, I am. I'm in a meeting
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, when would be a better time to call you back?
this afternoon.
Gotcha. Okay, I just want to respect your time and mine, miss. Is this something that is important? Because if it isn't, I don't want to give you a call back if it isn't too important to you.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
It's just life insurance, ma'am. Did you already have something
Oh,
in
no, I
place?
don't. I have it. No,
Are-
I have it.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's just why they had me giving you a call, ma'am. They just needed to make sure we did get you with the correct program. How much coverage
yeah,
did you have in place?
Well, I'm too old.
Oh, are you over the age of 89?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you are.
No,
Okay.
that's okay.
Gotcha.
No, yeah, I am.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay. Well,
thank
take
you.
care, ma'am. Yeah, if you're over the age of 89, you can't get insurance anymore. But she didn't have no dang meeting. She's over the age of 89. It's not like she works. So I'm going to keep pushing that shit. You can't just let these old people get off the phone. They'll find every excuse to get off the phone. So you just have to push them. Or I'm scared my phone. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, this is Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Illinois. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
It just looks like you called in a while back to set up a plan for the final expenses. Were you disconnected or were you having trouble with the price?
I'm on the phone. I'm here right now. He had to call me back late.
Gotcha. Okay, so have you put any thought into whether you were going to be either buried or cremated, sir? You had to call me later. Okay. I will. I'll call you back a lot. Hello? Voicemail. Hello?
Who is it?
Yeah, this was Cole, sir. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage in Illinois. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm sorry. I am too old. I'm 95 years old right now.
Oh yeah, you definitely would be too old. My apologies.
I'm older. So y'all don't need to talk.
Yeah, I'll put your number on the do not call list, okay?
Please, thank you.
All right, take care.
appreciate that.
All right, we'll push do not call. That way we'll stop calling her or him. Couldn't tell. So the way I got this structured, if you guys want to see, is basically I got my dialer, people's info, and then my script. So yeah, that's how I kind of have things structured. Keeps it easy for me, because in that way I don't have to just like have things. If someone starts giving me the information and putting their info down, you know, that way we're saving it. That way I remember their name and stuff. Then, you know, the dialer, script. It's kind of how I like to have it structured. Keeps it easy for me. And then once we actually start pulling up applications, I just I pull it up in the same screen as my script. It's getting chilly. I'm probably gonna grab a coat. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, this was Cole, ma'am. I was just getting back to you about the final expense coverage here in Illinois. How are you doing today, ma'am?
You're doing what you say?
Yeah, this was just about the life insurance. Just looks like you called in recently to set up a plan. Were you disconnected or were you having trouble with the price?
I just had to go another route.
Gotcha. Okay, so did you end up getting that put into place or not quite yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so I mean, have you put any thought into whether you were going to be buried or cremated, ma'am?
No, not really. I'm not interested right now.
Okay, so you said you already had something set up. Was that through the funeral home?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you just already prepay for the plot or what all was paid for?
I'm not interested right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So did you just pay for the plot and the headstone or what all was paid for through the funeral home?
I'm gonna try to call back later. I'm kind of busy right now.
Okay, well, I'm assuming your main concern was just like most people, you just want to make sure that, you know, that funeral expense didn't fall a burden on your loved ones when you do pass away, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you put any thought into whether you were going to be buried or cremated?
I think I'm going to burial.
Burial? Okay. Do you know about how much that costs nowadays in Illinois?
About 15,000.
Yeah, so it's anywhere from about 10 to 20,000. Really just depends on the fanciness. But like I was saying, I'm assuming your main concern was like most people, you just want to make sure that the funeral expense doesn't fall a burden on your loved ones.
That too, but I'm kind of busy right now. Thank you.
Okay, when would be a better time to call you back, ma'am? Because obviously, you know, I want to respect your time and my time. Is this something that is even important to you?
Yes, I'm not interested in that right now. Thank you.
All right, I don't sell insurance to people who don't want it, so I clicked on her. Grabbing a sweatshirt. Oh, frickin' frick, bro. We're just one more no closer, people. That's all it is. One no closer. Let's go. It's time to close. She was not interested. You gotta push people like that though. Like she was, like I pushed her a little bit. If someone says many times in a row, not a good time, not a good time, not a good time, not a good time, I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Like at that point, I've already come to the conclusion that they're probably not a buyer at that point in time. So I just click and I go on to the next. I want to talk to someone who's actually going to buy insurance. So I'm hunting for that person. In my opinion, this is what Jordan Belfort says. Everyone's either a buyer or a non-buyer. And you just gotta, like, you can't sell someone who's just not going to be a buyer. So you have to, you know, make that decision. Like, is this person a buyer or not? And if they are, you do everything in your power to close them. If not, on to the next. I think I have an appointment here coming up. We'll call this. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, this is Cole. I was getting back about the final expense coverage in Illinois. And, how are you doing today, ma'am?
I don't live in Illinois.
Oh, where are you located?
Florida.
Florida. Okay, so we are licensed still to sell within the state of Florida. It just looks like...
Yeah, I'm not really interested. Please remove my number. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, did you already have something in place to cover your final expenses? I'm a very transparent salesman, as you guys can tell. I'll literally tell someone I'm trying to sell them right at the beginning of the call. I'll tell people I make a commission off these sales. I'm a very, very, very transparent salesman. I'll tell them if they cancel it, it's going to charge back and I owe my money back to the insurance company. And I tell them that because I need to make sure for sure they're not going to cancel this bitch. Okay, we're going to call that appointment I had.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Cole. You told me to give you a call back today around this time just to go over the life insurance options. How are you doing today, sir?
Yeah, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm feeling peaceful. I'm okay. Just woke up. I slept a little late today. I just woke up about 20 minutes ago, made me a cup of coffee.
There you go. There you go. That, you start the morning right.
Right, yeah. I celebrated my birthday yesterday, so today I just decided to spend some time with myself. And
There you go.
Phone call.
Yep. There you go. So, have you thought about whether...
Let me turn this radio down.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, have you, thought about whether, you were going to be buried or cremated, sir?
Well, I thought about that over the years. I would rather be old-fashioned, buried.
Just buried? Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't really feeling that cremation stuff.
I'm the same way. Now, do you know about how much a burial costs nowadays in Illinois?
Huh?
Do you know about how much a burial costs nowadays in Illinois?
Oh, that's a good question. They just said it on TV. They've been saying it on TV for the past 4-5 months. Let me see. I can answer that question. The guy said on commercial. Let me see. Around about 8,000 or 9,000.
Yeah, so on average, it is like right about anywhere between 8,000 to 20,000. It really just depends how fancy you would want to get with everything, or if the family wanted like a nice casket, a nice headstone. It really just comes down to how fancy everything is.
Right. That's how they explain it.
Right.
Let me ask you this here.
Yeah.
Let me ask this question. I'm just curious. Why did the burial expenses go up from the 60s to now?
You're saying like as your age goes up? Oh, wait. Could you rephrase the question?
Okay, back in the 60s, the burials weren't that much.
Right. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now I understand. So yeah, just as inflation over time has gone up, so has like the price of burials have gone up as well. And it'll continue to as well. So like
Oh, okay.
if another.
I'm glad you pulled my coat to that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So like even 30 years from now, it'll probably be closer to like 12,000 to 15 will be the average compared to 8 to 10. I'm assuming your main concern though was like most people, you just wanted to make sure the funeral didn't fall a burden on your loved ones.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Were you trying to leave some extra money behind as well if it was possible, or just cover the burial?
That would you know what that would be thinking security though. That would.
Yeah. So probably leave a little bit of extra just in case.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Now, God forbid if you were to pass away, today, who would be the beneficiary responsible for paying for the funeral out of their pocket currently?
That's a good question.
Do you have any siblings or any children?
Yeah, but I'm really not in touch with my children. They in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And my sister is here in this state with me.
So she'd probably be the one coming out of pocket the 10 grand just to pay for it.
Ooh, that's a good question.
What was your sister's name?
My sister's name is Wanda Tart.
Wanda Tart? Okay. Is she, maybe is she in a position to where she could comfortably come out of pocket currently, or was that just kind of why you were looking into things?
Question. I never asked her.
Gotcha. I'm assuming you just didn't want her to have to pay for that, though.
You know what? Let me state this to you. I don't think most people's ask their family, do they?
Wait, what was that?
Do you think most people's ask their sister or brother?
No, yeah. No, I get it.
Conversations like that.
Yeah, that's why most people send in a request, sir. That way their loved ones just aren't burdened by that funeral expense when, that day does come. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll get something in place to cover that burial. And then if we can, we'll leave some extra money behind to the sister just to make sure everything would be taken care of. Do you already have any savings maybe that's going to her? Do you have another policy?
That's going to her?
Do you already have something is kind of what I'm asking?
No.
Okay. No worries. How long have you...
I don't understand it. Can you break that down to me?
Yeah, do you have any savings currently, like maybe in the bank, or do you have any other insurance policies that might already be going to the family?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Okay.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Before my mother died, I had insurance with Globe Life.
Right.
From the 50s to the middle 90s.
Okay. So probably about...
From the 50s to the middle 90s, I had Globe Life. And now this is what I want to ask you. I need to know this information. With these insurance companies, how in the hell, excuse my expression, how could my insurance decrease or disappear from the 50s to the 90s? Answer that question.
So I don't work with Globe Life. I will say they probably have their own terms and conditions to their policies, but most likely what did happen, sir, is they set you up with either a term policy or some sort of decreasing policy. So a term is just short for terminate. So those policies, after a certain amount of years, they do end. So you pay for it for, maybe 30, 40 years. And after a certain amount of time, those policies no longer will be put in place. So that's most likely what happened is they put a term.
Is that legal?
Yeah, term policies. Did your mother set it up for you, or were you the one who set it up?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Most likely she put a term policy in place for you, because with term policies, you do get more coverage. The only thing is it only lasts a certain amount of years. So it's not really a guarantee to pay out, because a lot of people, as yourself, you do outlive that period of time where you actually have the policy. So what most people do, most people's main concern is they want something guaranteed to pay out no matter what. So the best route to take for that is to get some sort of whole life coverage in place. That way, it will 100% pay out no matter what, whether it's 30, 40, 50, or 100 years from now, it pays out no matter what. And, whether you pass away in an accident or natural causes, You definitely want that, like the whole life will pay out no matter what. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious, how come it is so important to you to make sure your sister is protected?
I
Just,
didn't understand that.
yeah,
Didn't understand that question.
no worries, no worries. I was just curious, sir, how come it is so important to you to make sure your sister would be protected, when something does happen to you?
Protected? What you mean?
So like when you pass away, how come it is so important to you to make sure this would pay out to her?
No, it's not. Okay. I'm gonna answer your question. It's not. I'm answering the question. It's really not, because if I could do it myself,
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. But
I can't do it. If I'm gone, I can't do it.
yeah. You just wanted to make sure the sister, she just didn't have to be burdened by that though, correct?
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Well, you're a great
Put it like that.
You're a
Yeah.
great brother, sir, for doing something to make sure your family is protected. So just to see what even benefits and discounts we'd actually be able to qualify you for, sir, are you currently on some sort of fixed income like Social Security or disability?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So all the families we work with are on a fixed income. Now, what would you say you're bringing in per month currently, just to the ballpark, so we can try to find something that does fit the budget?
You said what you mean by that?
Like, how much do you receive through Social Security, sir?
900 and something.
9 something per month? Okay. And
Yeah.
at the end of the month, after all, the bills are paid, utilities, how much would you say you're typically left with?
Let me see. 3 something.
About 3 something? Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we obviously want to find something that would be comfortable for you. What do you think would even be a comfortable amount you could see yourself comfortably allocating into something every month to protect your sister? Would it maybe be like $40, $60, $80 per month? We want to, see what would fit the budget, and we'll try to get the most amount of coverage within the budget.
Probably 40.
40? Okay, that'd be comfortable. Wouldn't take like any food off the table.
I hope not.
Okay, because we would want
I'm
to.
not gonna lie. I do still have the same kind of lifestyle, living lifestyle that I had 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I like nice clothes.
Oh yeah. Nice pair of shoes once in a while.
I'm not a cheap person. I
Yeah.
still got that personality.
Okay. Well, we would just want to definitely.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, I understand. We just want to make sure, obviously we don't put you in any pinches or anything like that every month. So
Yeah.
the 40, do you think that would be comfortable for you every single month, or should we start maybe a little lower?
Wow, that's a good question. You bring some good questions. That's a real good question.
Do you think we should maybe
wow.
start a little bit lower?
Yeah, most definitely. You know what? To be honest, yeah, it would.
Okay.
Because that's new to me.
Yeah.
All this is new.
Yeah.
Everything you talking about with me is new to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not financially. Well, let me put it like this. I'm not really secure because, to be honest with you, my lifestyle, I'm always spending in some kind of way. If it's not groceries, I'm always kind of spending.
Yeah.
At least $20 a week.
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah, no, you're all good. So I'm guessing probably in like the $1 a day sort of range, so like $30 per month. Would $1 a day, fit the budget a little bit better for you?
Yeah. I mean, some that will be able to fit the budget. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a couple discounts you may qualify for. The first one is are you a smoker or a non-smoker?
Smoker.
Okay, no worries. Is that 1 or 2 packs a day?
That's one.
Just one? Okay, so we're still going to be able to qualify you for that discount. Now, the second one is if we do partner with your bank. Do you bank with a federal bank like Chase or Wells Fargo, or is it a local bank within the state of Illinois?
Fifth Third.
Fifth Third? Okay. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure we do partner with Fifth Third. Okay, yeah. So we will be able to qualify you for that as well. So we'll be able to get you a little bit of a discount there. Now, a little bit on your health, sir, because the insurance carriers, we partner with most of the insurance carriers within the state. So we would have to find which one would approve you. Now, have you had anything like any heart attacks, heart failure, strokes, TIAs, stents, anything like that, sir?
No.
Okay, anything like any cancer?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, and let me see.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, no worries. Anything like anything more minor like diabetes, COPD, or high blood pressure?
I got high blood pressure.
Okay, do they have you on like a lisinopril or a metoprolol or amlodipine?
Yes.
Which one of those do they have you taking, sir?
Lisinopril.
Lisinopril, okay. Lisinopril, okay. And that was just for the high blood pressure. And you take that one regularly?
Once a day.
Okay, perfect. And then anything like COPD?
No.
Okay. And then any anxiety or depression that's diagnosed by a doctor?
No.
Okay. Any kidney or liver problems?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
I've been to the hospital years ago for a kidney, and they told me to stop eating a certain, to slow down or whatever.
Yeah. But it wasn't like kidney disease or renal failure or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No. No, I'm trying to think back what the doctor had told me.
Yeah.
My lifestyle, he was telling me to change my lifestyle as far as with alcohol.
Gotcha. Okay. So he just kind of maybe told you just to stop drinking as much?
Yeah, he told me I was going too fast.
Okay.
I better change up.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Now, how many medications? Go ahead.
Yeah, he just gave me some good, valid information at that time.
Gotcha. Okay.
That I should consider.
Yeah. Right, right. Now, how many medications are you currently taking, sir?
As of now, I'm just taking that, the lisinopril.
Awesome. Yeah, then you'll definitely qualify for the best coverage here.
Yeah, that's all I take. I ain't taking.
Yeah, that's good. You're healthy as a horse, man. You're healthy as a horse, which is really good for the,
A lot of people say that at my age, they was telling me yesterday I don't even look my age.
What's what was a good date of birth? That was the next question I was going to ask you, sir.
May 11, 1956.
May, that's right. You had the birthday yesterday. 56 was the year?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're 70 years young?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me see here. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay. Now, what I'm doing, sir, is I'm just punching your information into the system to see what the best options would be available for you. Now, while these packages do load up, I do want to explain how the process works, just so you understand. It's not like going to the grocery store where you see the insurance, you like it, and you can buy it. We would have to get you approved for this sort of thing. So the carriers look at what's called the medical info.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I'm just curious. What's the name of y'all insurance companies?
Yep, we're a private brokerage. Great question, sir. So we work for Mutual of Omaha, Royal Neighbors of America, John Hancock, Aflac. Those are probably some of the ones you have heard of. The carrier that does look like they're going to be able to give you the best rate is Americo. Americo Financial Life and Annuity. But yeah, great question.
History?
What was that?
What's the history?
Yeah, they've been around. Let me pull that up for you. Great question. Let me pull it up for you here. I know they've been around for about 100 years. Let me get that pulled up for you. Okay. right, let me see here. Because we work with so many different insurance carriers. I know they've been around for about 100 years, but I do want to give you some of the facts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they were founded in 1946. So they've been around for about almost 100 years. Their headquarters is in Missouri. They're a private insurance company. They mainly focus on the final expense and mortgage protection products. But yeah, they do focus on some retirement products. They have over, $6 billion in assets. They're not going out of business anytime soon. They offer the Eagle Premier Series, the Eagle Select Final Expense. But yeah, they're very competitive in pricing. That's why a lot of people like them, because they do offer the best rates for smokers. So that's why we would be wanting to look into them, because they do give a huge discount for smokers.
Oh, okay.
But like I was saying, the carriers, they do have to see if they can even get you approved. So they do what's called an MIB report. They look through the Medical Information Bureau to see if they can even get you approved. They just take a peek at the medical records, hospitalizations, prescriptions over the last few years, just to see if you can get approved. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that make a lot of
Okay.
sense.
And then I'm a broker, like I was saying. That means I just work with a bunch of these different carriers in the United States. That way we can do the shopping around for you to make sure we do find you the most coverage for the cheapest price. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I like the fact that you're being direct.
Oh, yeah. I like to
You
be,
ain't,
very transparent.
You laying everything on the table.
Yeah. I like to be very transparent. I was just about to ask you, sir, could you go ahead and grab a pen and paper? I do want to give you some of my personal information, and then also some of the benefits that are included within the AmeriCo policy. So if you could, just go ahead and grab a pen and piece of paper for me, okay?
I'm getting my notepad and ink pen.
Okay.
All this is new to me.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm here, sir.
Uh-huh. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So my full legal name, sir, is going to be Kole.Kirby. It's spelled with a K. So K-O... Yep.
Wait a minute. Okay, Mr. Kobe, right?
No, just Kole, so K-O-L-E.
Wait a minute. It's K-O...
L-E.
Okay, I got it.
So Kole, and then my last name is Kirby, which is K-I-R...
K-I-R... Okay.
B-Y. So B as in boy, and then Y.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, perfect. And then I also want to give you my phone number, so that way once we get you covered today, you can call or text me at any time with any concerns. My number is going to...
Six, 4, 8, 7.
Yes, sir. That's my direct line, okay? So like I said, once you're covered, you can call or text me at any time if you have any concerns. The freaking camera died. Or I ran out of freaking storage, which sucks because I closed them, and I know I said I was gonna close him live, but I closed him, went through the application, we got him approved. It was only $37 per month. But yeah, I'm really pissed because the freaking the camera didn't die, but I ran out of storage and I had to just delete stuff to film this. So that sale right there will pay me about $350. So that took about an hour to make $350, which is obviously, as anyone knows, it's pretty cool. That's why I love sales. Like, you literally just get paid for your effort. And if you're in a position right now where you're working a 9 to 5 you hate, you're showing up every day, you're putting in the effort, and you're not getting paid what you're worth, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll be able to help you get trained in sales. I'll train you to run your own sales team. I'll train you to do basically whatever you need if it's in the marketing or sales aspect. So shoot me a DM on Instagram if you need anything. But yeah, I'll catch you boys.